Hello everyone, Alexander George here. I'm in Bangkok right now in this lovely hotel room, and I want to tackle a subject that I see a lot nowadays in many of my colleagues, and the subject is finances. I must say that I'm not a financial advisor. All advice that I can give are based on my own experiences. The reason of the video is that I see a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine actually, that have different problems with money. And money is actually not that difficult. Money is more simplistic. It's just our lack of understanding and our lack of financial knowledge that's affecting us. I mean, we're not taught about money in school, right? We're just taught of, how to have a profession, but not actually how to handle money. All I'm presenting right now applies not only to cabin crew, which is my target audience, but to everybody, everybody having a normal job, everybody that, wants to get ahead of their finances. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. So let's begin. The first thing, number one thing is cut your credit cards. And you will not agree with me on this one. Why? Because many people, act like there's an advantage of credit cards, that, oh, I get my miles from credit cards and blah, blah, blah. That's not true. I actually had my bank calling me like 4 or 5 times at 9:30 in the morning. Hello sir, how are you? Would you like to have a credit card? We have this offer right now. No, thank you, bank. And I had to block their number because they were calling me so many times about the credit card. Now, credit cards, I mean, imagine if they push it so much. Do you think that's actually beneficial for you? Credit cards have a very unique way to go into your brain and alter your thoughts, and you actually think, oh, it's okay, I'll put it on my credit card. You see, even if you go somewhere and pay with your card and not with cash, you will find the difference. You'll spend a bit more. It's all psychological. And credit cards are really not healthy. I had a friend who had the credit card, and he had spent so much with that credit card that he actually took a second credit card in order to pay the first one. Now, I don't know about what you think, guys, but that's not the way to get over your finances. Not like that. So yeah, credit cards promote consumerism and are made for the poor people. Poor people you'll find that they use a lot their credit cards. So yeah, cut it. Just take a scissors and cut it. That's it. Okay, now the second thing that I want to talk about. Buy your car cash. Alright, let's say you need a car. I mean, of course, probably you're over 20, you're between 20 and 40, you want to, move across the city better. For me, living in Abu Dhabi is okay, but the taxes are expensive, the roads are very long. It's not easy to get from one place to the other, so I needed to buy a car. But I will never take payments for a new car, for example, or I will never finance my car by loaning money. No, instead just save a bit and buy your car cash. That's it. Simple as that. Just buy your car cash. You will find out that probably you'll not have the best car, the newest car. It will be probably older and with more kilometers on it. But trust me, if you want to have a better financial situation, just buy your car cash and don't borrow money to have it, or don't lease it. That's what I did, and that's one of the rules. All right, now number 3, save money. Make a savings account. Put money each month after you take your salary. Put those money in that savings account and just leave it there. Build it up. And to be honest, it's not easy. For example, okay, if you're a cabin crew, as the title suggests, if you're a cabin crew, now referring only to the cabin crew, The lifestyle can be very deceiving. We travel a lot, and I respect that. I agree with that. And I'm not saying to anybody, you know, don't enjoy life. We must enjoy life because we live only once. But that doesn't mean you don't have to think about your future a bit. I mean, I'm not saying anything. It's just my humble opinion. Take some money out of your salary each month and put it in that savings account, and you'll probably thank me later. Alright, number 4, and the last point that I want to make is something that, you know, I've been thinking since a few years. Since I turned 21, I wanted to do this. Invest. Simple as that. Invest your money. It's the easiest way to build health. It's the easiest way to go out of the average life. I mean, you know, nobody wants to be average. I'm not saying you don't have to be thankful for what you have. Of course, I am thankful for what I have, but all I'm saying is you must get ahead of your situation, and investing your money is one of the ways in which you can definitely do that. There's so many ways nowadays. I mean, just think about it. We have this powerful tool. It's called internet. Is the reason right now you are seeing this video, and it's wonderful. We have all the world libraries in your pocket phone. What I did, for example, my first investment, I mean, I don't know if you can call it investing or savings, it's a bit of both. But what I did is I'm investing each year around $1,000 in an investment fund. It's basically a place in which you an account in which you put your money each year. You can put it monthly, you can put it yearly, but it builds up, and it builds up interest, and that's very, very good. Let's say I put money there 20 years. I put $1,000, 20 years. At the end, I will not have $20,000 as the math suggests, but instead I will have around 30 to 35,000, because those money they're reinvested in bonds, in stocks, and so on and so forth. It's just a way. I mean, you can do that rather than just saving your money in the bank. There are many ways to do it. Okay, one other thing that I did recently, and I even made a video about it, is I invested in Bitcoin. Now, this is one of those things that you will say, okay, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Many people say it's a scheme, it's not something, you know, it's not something feasible, it's not something for the future, it's a scam. But actually I researched a lot into the subject, and I found out to be one of the best way to invest my money right now. It's very volatile, the prices go very high, the prices go down quickly. In December it was one Bitcoin like $20,000. Now it's around 9. Now that's not something that I would suggest to anybody, but ultimately, you know, it's your money, and if you want to build something with less, you can put even $100 into it, and that's that. You just leave it there. Okay, and of course I have to mention real estate. As I said before, you save money. That's point 3. You save money. After you saved enough, you can buy an apartment. Maybe in your home country, maybe in the country you just moved, or depending on where you live. Let's say you like an area and you will buy an apartment there. Now, many people see your own home or your own house as an investment. I do not see it like that. I see it as an investment if it actually brings me money. So let's say I will buy an apartment. I'll buy an apartment and I will rent it, right? The rent probably will not be very high, but it's a way of passive income. So I know I settled too much on this point of it investing, but it's very important to me, and probably it will be very important to you. Money that brings you money is always good. And the only way I can agree with a loan, for example, yeah, you want to take a loan from the bank, Many people take loans nowadays for all kinds of bullshit. But I can only agree with a loan if you actually use it to have more money. And one of the best ways to do that is to buy an apartment and rent it. Yeah, you will still pay the loan, but then you have rent coming in, money coming to you passively, which is great. Let's hope the tenants are nice people though. Alright, that wraps it up. As I said before, I'm no financial advisor, I just talk about my experiences and what I believe to be true and okay. You can take my word for granted, or if you don't, that's okay as well. I hope I helped you with this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe and leave a thumbs up on the video. Until next time.